Hello everyone, this is Ashley Kaltwasser here, and I'm with my coach Summer Montabone. We are going to go through a couple of static exercises you can do focusing on the glutes, and we're also going to add in some pulsing action as well.
So like Ashley said, we're going to show you some exercises that you might think of as traditional body weight exercises, ramp up the intensity a little bit, and really fire up around those hips and glutes. So Ashley, let's get in the first position here. She's going to sit in a nice wide squat. She's just going to hold it. Now, as a trainer, this is a good time for me to look at her form, make sure she has her weight in her heels, shooting her butt back, and if I want her to feel it on her inner thigh more, I can even say, okay, just open those hips a teeny tiny bit. But I might time her and say, okay, let's stay there for a while. So as things start to warm up a little bit, you're really going to feel it holding this isometric exercise. Now, if I want to really fire up and get blood flowing, I'm going to have her pulse. I'm going to have her lift her hips up and down, up and down. Now, one of the keys here is put your mind into the muscle. So as she's lifting and lowering, I know she's feeling this already, I want her to think about using her hips to do the squeezing action while she's doing this. Are they burning?
Yes.
They're burning. So go ahead and let's stand up here. So like we said, that's an exercise that's just all body weight, and you can really make it fire up. And then in between, do some of those quad stretches or even leg swings that maybe you've seen us do in some other videos. So that wide stance squat with a pulse, hold it, pulse, fire up the hips. Now let's see position number 2 we want to show here today. Your standard stationary lunge position. So we want to drop that back knee straight down. I want her front knee in line with the ankle here, and I want her to put her weight in her heel. So she's just going to hold this right here, okay? And I always tell my clients, think through this front leg and think with your butt. So I want her to kind of push her butt back a tiny bit so she's leaning forward. Can you feel that a little bit more back here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now things are warming up. She's held that position for maybe 15 seconds. Let's go up and down with some little pulsing. And again, pushing through the heel, thinking about this area right here in those glutes and hips, up and down. And you might say, okay, do 10 pulses. Hold it and keep it back down there again, all right? And sometimes you can even do it elevator style. But let me have her go ahead and stand up and switch legs, and I'll show you what I mean by elevator style here. So she could start at the top and maybe say she's stopping at each floor. So maybe she's at the bottom towards the basement, and then she comes up a little bit to the first floor, and then the second floor she comes up, the third floor, the fourth floor, and then she brings it back down the elevator. So this would be another way to keep constant tension on the muscles, firing up around the hips, glutes, and thighs. Did you feel that one pretty good too? So it might not look like much, but you can really ramp up the intensity. And Ashley sometimes wants to really kick it up and use a weight during that exercise. Mm-hmm. You want to give it a show? So you could hold that exercise there, hold the weight right in front of you, and again, maybe you do that for 10, 20 seconds. Maybe you go into some pulses. So it all depends on your fitness level, but these little guys are perfect to take with you, especially when you're traveling on vacation and you want to get in a great exercise, great workout, and you don't have access to a lot of equipment.
Thank you guys for watching. You can find more of my Keep It Fresh with Ashley K video tips and tricks on www.fitnessrxwomen.com.